Nope, no reports of anything with that yet. And that's good. We always like when there aren't any confirmations of tornadoes, but you just don't know with these systems. So it's important that you do get into your safe location and be prepared for this storm as it is moving northeastern Boone County. And again, this does not include Columbia. Columbia, you may get some wind. We do have some severe storms still moving in, but this is the tornadic storm. So these are the things to remember. You want to get to the lowest level, get to an interior room. You should be out of your mobile home already if you're in the path of this storm. Those are not a good place to be. And get into an interior room and keep monitoring the storm system until it's out of the area or the warning has expired, because right now the rotation is strong enough to where it could put a tornado down to the ground. And again, this is in northeastern Boone County, and this is a tornado warned storm for the potential of a tornado coming out of this rotating storm system. So we're going to go back to the warnings and to radar again. For those of you that may have just joined us, we do have the orange boxes on this screen indicate severe thunderstorm warnings from Columbia south to about Hartsburg, and then we also have some for the Lake of the Ozarks. But the red box is where we have rotation. So in the orange boxes, you may have some strong winds. There's still that potential of 60-mile-an-hour winds in those warnings. But in this red box, that is where we have the tornado potential with this. And the rotation looks like it has been moving very quickly to, oh, there's the new data coming in right now. And you can see that they did take that warned box. That rotation is moving northeast, and it is now moving into Audrain County. So if you live on the Boone County, Audrain County line here, south of Highway 22, that is where we could have the potential of a tornado. And that rotation east of Hallsville, just south of Centralia, tracking to the north and east, is heading into Audrain County. And this is a tornado warning until 11:15 this morning. As we go back to our velocity, you can see how quickly this is moving. And again, this is a potential tornado. There it is. It looks like that velocity, it looks like it may have even tightened up a little bit as it is moving into the Audrain County. It's moved right over the border. It's now east of Route Z, and it is close to Highway FF. It is moving northeast and continuing to track into Audrain County. As that rotation does, it's moving very quickly. So this is a place you just need to be in your safe location in case there is a tornado in this region. And let me circle that for you. You can see the bright green and red. Ashley, does that look about right where I'm putting this, southeast of Centralia from what you're seeing? Perfect, thank you. Right there. So yeah, that is Highway FF and east of north of Route Z. So somewhere from Route Z to FF, there could be a tornado on the ground. That is east of the city of Centralia. However, it is tracking north and east toward Highway E. So again, you need to be in a safe spot, folks. This thing, there is some rotation in this storm. And we had one similar that did cause some damage farther west earlier today. So sometimes we just don't get the actual confirmation of a tornado on the ground until it's actually happened. So that's what we're watching. So yeah, Boone County no longer in the tornado warning. It's out of Boone County now. Where it is active is still Audrain County, I believe. Let me just make sure that's still going here. Yep, Audrain County, and that is for the potential of 1-inch size hail or less. The hail's not big, but the tornado potential is there. And here is the rotation right here. City of Centralia, it looks like it's just to your east. It's along Highway FF, and as you head toward Route Z, North Route Z, that tracking to the north and east along Highway E. This, if there's a tornado, would be tracking through western Audrain County and close to Highway 15 or Highway ZZ. And this is just to the west of Mexico. So right now it looks like it's between Mexico and Centralia and in these rural areas heading northeastward if there is a tornado on the ground. Again, National Weather Service, nothing new on this as far as anything confirmed or any sightings. But again, there's a lot of rain up in this area. And I'm going to toss it over to Ashley for a minute, if you don't mind. Ashley, could you just give a quick update, please? Thank you.
Yeah, we're not necessarily looking at anything new, like Sharon has been mentioning. for that National Weather Service chat, but we are still seeing that area of tight rotation just between Centralia and Mexico, looking like it's near Thompson as well, heading towards Skinner, included in that warning. Maybe heading towards Highway E. It's looking like we have that. Making sure that you're getting into that safe space, that whether that's a basement, the lowest level possible, a hallway, closet, bathrooms are great areas. And Sharon's mentioned a couple times, you can take us with you. We are streaming live right now, so you can take us with you to your safe space. These are pretty fast moving storms, so you're not gonna have a lot of time to react. So if you're in this warning, even if you're northwest of places like Centralia and Mexico, making sure that you're getting into that safe space ahead of time, because again, these storms are pretty fast moving, not a whole lot of time for you to react as they continue to push to the northeast right now. I'm taking a look at maybe a little bit wider of a view. That's really the only tornado warning that we're seeing right now. We do have a couple of severe thunderstorm warnings as well, looking like Columbia is under one, and then we've got maybe down near the lake, Camden, Crocker, another severe thunderstorm warning. Neither of those looking like they're associated with any kind of tornadic possibility, mostly just damaging winds for that, but we are continuing to monitor that tornado warning between Centralia and Mexico as well. I haven't seen any updates from the National Weather Service or any reports. Yeah, just checking here at the latest message. We're not seeing anything new necessarily. I've been checking on Facebook as well, haven't seen any reports of a tornado on the ground. But still, we do have that area of tight rotation that we're going to want to continue to keep our eye on. And like I've mentioned, just making sure that you're in that safe space if your place is near Skinner, along Highway ZZ, Highway J, Highway Z up in Audrain County. Highway E especially looking like it's heading right towards there, just to the west of Thompson. So making sure we're in that safe space, the lowest level possible, an interior room with no windows. And again, make sure you're taking us with us as well. We'll continue to be live streaming here as we have this tornado warning.
Thank you. Yeah, you were talking, Ashley, about that rotation, and I just got that zoomed in for you. I wanted to show you that here on our live Doppler radar, where you can see the different wind velocities within this storm. And again, this one, as Ashley mentioned, you do need to be in a safe location because there is that rotation right here. All right, here's Highway FF. Should go up to Thompson, as Ashley was just talking about, and right along Highway 22 towards Centralia. It's just to the west of Thompson in this rural area, heading toward Highway E is where the rotation is, and towards Skinner, get in your safe location. If there's a tornado, it looks like it would be just to your south, and it's moving fast too. This thing's moving about 65 miles an hour. Newest scan just came in. You see it right there. There's that couplet, we call it, over Highway E now, continuing to track to the north and east. So areas of Skinner, and then also we're going to be concerned if this does hold together for areas along Highway 15 going northward into northern Audrain County. But this is the area where there is some rotation in there. If there was a tornado, I would believe it's in here. It looked like it may have weakened just slightly on the last scan, which is a good thing, but it's still there. There's still that couplet and that rotation. Looking at the National Weather Service here, still no reports, but it is in a rural area. These are tough to see sometimes, especially with the rain, and we don't have as many reports out there in these rural spots, but nevertheless, I do think there could be one in this region. Now just near Thompson, perhaps, along Highway 22 as you head westward towards Centralia, and heading the rotation here going to the north and east. So let me show you the area that's under the tornado warning, and I'll zoom this back over here. And this is in Audrain County. It is no longer in Boone County. That's moved out of Boone County, but until 11:15 we are monitoring this area. And again, it looks like it has moved just north of Highway FF in Audrain County. So look at radar. Let's take a look at it. We've got a lot of rain with these storms too. The rain is coming down, and there's also the potential of some just straight line winds with a few of these storms as well. We've been seeing some thunderstorm warnings. We've also seen the rotation. We did get some reports of damage near Pilot Grove. That's the one we were tracking about an hour ago. That storm has pushed east, but now you can see this line still showing these spin-ups, these areas that are spinning up along this line. And you know, it's just starting to move east of Columbia now. So Columbia, you should be getting out of the danger zone here. It's pushing east of your area, but still watching this storm, which is sitting in northern Audrain County to the west of Thompson, where there is that rotation. So let's see if there's anything new on that. Nope, they're still going with the tornado warning in Audrain County. And that is until 11:15. We haven't gotten any reports, like I said, of tornadoes, but that doesn't mean there isn't one there. So take heed, as Ashley was talking about those safe spots. So this is the beginning of the season too. I mean, we're only in the beginning of April, so it's good to have that in your mind, know what to do in case one of these situations does pop up. And you can see definitely we do have that warned storm, which is in northern Audrain County. Now this does not include Centralia. It's to your north and east of you now. So you're out of the woods in Centralia, and it also looks like it's west of Mexico. But the areas impacted look to be right along highway, or just to the east of Highway E, and then up toward Highway ZZ in northern Audrain County. A lot of rural area here, but also heading towards Skinner, I believe, is up here, and as you head towards Santa Fe. So we'll be keeping an eye on this storm as the rotation does continue. It does continue for another 15 minutes, this tornado warning, until 11:15. All right. Yeah, they're continuing the tornado warning. Let me see if there's anything new on this. North central Audrain County. Tornado located, looks like, 8 miles northwest of Mexico. And they've slowed down the speed on it too. It's moving 45 miles an hour according to their estimates here. So 8 miles northwest of Mexico. I'll go ahead and put a tracker on that. And while I'm doing that, if you want to toss it to Ashley, she'll talk more about this system. But I'll go ahead and put a track on that.
As a whole that we've been looking at throughout the morning has produced several spin-up tornadoes. We even saw, no confirmed as of yet, but we did see some damage in Pilot Grove. So we know that we are definitely seeing the possibility for damage to be caused by these storms. For the most part, we're seeing it starting to move. It's kind of moving along this cold front that we have. That's pushing right now near where Highway 63 is. So places west of that, you shouldn't see much of a severe threat for most of the afternoon. Places like Sedalia, Boonville, Marshall, getting a little bit out of that area. But we're still looking. In Columbia, we did have a severe thunderstorm warning. It has expired. Again, we do still have that tornado warning north of Centralia and Mexico. Looking like right now, we still have that area of tight rotation. But that's continuing to push out of the area, and then towards eastern Missouri, southeastern Missouri is where we have that big severe threat for later today. Right now, we're just continuing to monitor these storms as they move through with that cold front. Still seeing some of those spin-up tornadoes right now. Looking like near Skinner is where we're seeing that area of some tight rotation. Making sure you're getting into that safe space, the lowest room, interior room that you can, a bathroom, closet. If you're in a car, making sure that you're getting into a building if possible, and as a last resort, getting out and laying in that ditch. If you're in any mobile homes near or around Skinner, maybe near Highway ZZ, Highway J, even Highway Z, Audrain Road E, any mobile homes or anything like that, they're making sure you're getting out of there and getting into your safe space. And you can take us on the go with you. We'll be there. Looking like at the latest scan, maybe not quite as tight, still seeing that rotation. Sharon, what are you thinking? Looking like it's maybe weakening just a little bit. Still keeping an eye on it though. Yeah, it did weaken a little bit, Ashley, but like you mentioned, it's moving pretty quickly northeastward. And I'm going to circle it here for you so you can see. First of all, here's Mexico. You can see it's Mexico. You are in the clear. This isn't heading your direction. It is northwest rather of Mexico, and it is east of Sailing, and it's heading very quickly. It's going to be out of Audrain County in no time because of its quick path. There is the rotation. Let me circle it for you right here. There it is. And again, let me zoom in. Let me take that off the screen and give you an idea of where this is located. Again, this is rural area here up in northern Audrain County. Here's Highway ZZ.
Highway E. It looks like it's very close between Highway E and where it intersects Highway ZZ in northern Audrain. And as Ashley mentioned, yeah, it does look like it has weakened, and it will be moving out of the county very shortly. But that is going, now they're predicting or estimating rather, that it is traveling at 45 miles per hour. So if we put a tracker on that rotating area and push it north and east, we'll get it to 45 here. And that would be moving out of Audrain County and then into Monroe County, into near Santa Fe at 11:11, and then to Perry around 11:24, and off to the north and east. So I think this is just about out of Audrain County. As soon as it's out of Audrain County, we will discontinue this. We have about, 12 minutes to go of this warning. It is a tornado warning because of rotation. Boy, we were tracking this rotation. Ashley and I were looking at it when it was down in Montauk County. These storms tracking southwest to northeast, and this one did tighten up as it moved through Boone County. And now, of course, it is up and off northern Audrain. And you can see just how fast this stuff moves. That's why you got to be prepared and always have a way to get notifications. And going to our app is a good way of setting that up if you'd like to. You can go to our app and get a way to be notified of any warnings that are coming to your area. But for now, let me clear this screen. And we will go back and see if there's anything new on the Weather Service. But right now, as you'll notice, when I'm looking at these velocities, it looks like it's weakened somewhat. It's also heading into northern Audrain County, almost to the border of Audrain County and Monroe, and it's heading northeast very quickly. And once again, for those of you, if you've just tuned us in, this was a tornado warning, or it still is, until 11:15. Mexico, it's north of you now. Nothing concerned from Mexico. You're good. It's the rural areas of northern Audrain County, well west of Farber. It's as you head much farther to the east of there. So looking good there. We were hoping with nothing touched down, but it's possible. We have rain. Let's take a look at radar. And you can see there's plenty of rain with this line of showers and storms. And sometimes it's tough to see these tornadoes. They get wrapped up in this rain and you don't see them or you don't know about them until they've touched down or after the fact. But you'll notice we also have the Lake of the Ozarks from Camden to southeast, where we are seeing a severe thunderstorm warning continuing for the potential of some damaging wind to 60 miles per hour. Those would be straight line winds. And then the only other warning we have besides that one is this tornado warning, which is going to expire here shortly. I don't think the Weather Service has said much new about it. But it's not surprising. It is up in a very rural area, so we don't have a lot of information up there, except what we're seeing on radar, of course. So that's what we're looking at here, that tornado warning continuing for northern Audrain County. This line of storms is going to keep moving east, and if you live behind it, you're good. No more severe weather today. If you live out ahead of it, we are still looking at that potential for severe weather in our eastern counties. So you can see as I zoom out a little bit here, we've got still those lines going through near Camdenton, also up to Versailles, to Jefferson City. Columbia, it's just getting to your east now. You're good in Boonville, Sedalia, Marshall, Moberly, no problems now the rest of the day here, but we still have to watch anywhere ahead of the cold front. I think Ashley talked about this earlier, about how ahead of the front is where we're seeing this very unstable air, and it has that potential. We've got enough wind shear to get things rotating out there. So we do have the potential of these tornadoes, and that tornado warning continuing for a few more minutes in northern Audrain County. We do have a tornado watch. See if I can find that graphic. And these are the areas that are still under the watch. What a watch means is that it's possible. You could get a tornado. A warning means it's more imminent or already happening. And you can see the counties here, what I just pointed out, where that line is pushing eastward. We're still looking at that potential this afternoon. Farther to the west, it's looking good. You're going to quiet down quite a bit as the back edge of the system pushes through. So tornado watch does continue, though, for many of our eastern and southern counties. And those counties will be taken off of this watch as we go through the next few hours and that line tracks to the east. But for now, this is what we're looking at. We still have this tornado warning. And let's see, it's going to continue for 8 more minutes. Northern Audrain, I think that rotation is almost out of Audrain County. I'll have to go back to the radar here and check it out. Let's look at the velocities. It's kind of getting kind of muddled here, hard to see. I think this is it up here. Isn't it actually the one just north of the polygon? Or is that the one you're thinking too? Yeah, I think. Okay, so I think this is the rotation right here. Let me circle it. So yeah, I'll try and circle it. There we go. There it is. And here's the county line right here. So I do think it's moving out of Audrain County. So we are going to get off the air here and let you get back to your programming. But I did want to mention, please keep track of the weather here today because we may still see a few more of these. We have our meteorologist Ashley Kate is here. Meteorologist Riley Fannin is on his way in here shortly, and I'm here. So we'll keep you updated. And don't forget, go to our website, krcgtv.com. We have lots of information there and updates, including an interactive radar. And we'll keep you updated through the afternoon. And thank you for joining us.